Hey, good morning everybody, and welcome to the vlog. I hope the start of your day is absolutely amazing. Remember 57 days ago we had this female right here, this beautiful piebald ball python, lay a clutch of eggs, and I had mentioned that it was the first time that I had ever had a female piebald lay eggs. She was bred to a male pastel pied, so meaning that every single baby in the clutch should be a pied. Unless something crazy wacky happened, that is what's going to happen. And it's a little weird that this is the first time that I've ever had a pied to pied clutch, but I am so excited, and today we get to cut it, so what do you say we go do it? I am super excited about this clutch here because this is actually a piebald female bred to a pastel piebald male. So that means every single egg is going to be a pied. It could be a pastel pied, it could be a pied. It's going to have 90% white, it's going to have 10% white. Every egg is going to be a surprise. I love it. This is the first time I've ever produced a pied to a pied clutch in my entire career. So I've never cut an entire clutch of pies before, knowing that every single one of them is going to be pied. It's going to be absolutely incredible. Let's jump in. Christmas has just started, and here we go. It's kind of cool to know that we don't have to worry about the fact that is it going to be a pied or not, because they're all going to be pied. Now it's just a question of is it going to be a pastel pied or something else. Looking in here, wow, this thing is, oh my gosh, right off the rip we got a pastel pied. Looks like it's got a ton of white on it, and when these guys hatch out, it's going to be so cool to see all these eggs, just a bunch of pieds, all that, you know, again, pastel pieds, and oh my god, the variability. Maybe we'll get some smileys, who knows. Let's cut egg number 2. I have a feeling it's going to be a pied, right? All right, here we go. Oh my god, like I said, I can't believe that this is the first time that this has ever happened to me where I've produced pied to pied. So that again is, and look at this right here, check it out. Look at right there, guys, there's a smiley sticking right up at me right off the bat. A little smiley emoji right off the bat, so we know we have at least one smiley emoji. That is pretty epic. So, and we still have a bunch of eggs to go. This has been awesome already. I love it. Let's go. All right, here we go. Another pastel pied. And so far, all the pieds look like they're pretty high white. At least I think that every one of these looks at least 50 to 70% white. We might get some that are like, you know, 10 or 15% white too. You never know. Each egg can be completely different, and you can't breed for high white or low white. It's completely a random thing. Each one of them comes out completely different. So let's see what else we get. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got here. Just keep on cutting along this line. We have a normal pied, again, a nice high white pied. Gosh, so far this clutch has been bangers, man. Beautiful. All right, so we've got 4 beautiful pieds. Just 1 pastel pied so far, which is a little bit interesting. We still have 5 eggs to go. All right, now on average, you should get about half of these should be pastel pied and half should be normal pied on average. Again, a super high white one. Oh my gosh, I can't even see any pattern on this one right here. That's like a 90% pied right there. It looks like the head looks like a pastel pied, but that literally looks like a completely white pied with just a normal head. Whew, tell you what, that one is a ripper. Let's go. And I tell you what, this is a dream for me right now. You know, pieds are always been my favorite ball python. To cut an entire clutch of pieds is ridiculous. Another beautiful, this is definitely a pastel pied. High white, probably, you know, 50, 70% at least, if not more. And again, a pastel, beautiful animal. 3 more eggs. Again, no real major surprises in this clutch other than if we produce a 2-headed or twins or something like that. But this is a normal piebald ball python. Again, super high white. I mean, again, a little bit of pattern, and that's it. And you know, I like the 50% pieds personally. That's kind of what I'm really into. But people really seem to like the high whites. That's what they kind of stood up for. Although there are some people that love low white pieds too. But it looks like we've had the majority of this clutch has been super high white, which is awesome. All right, with 2 eggs to go, let's see what the last couple have to offer. Bum, 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 bum. Looks like a pastel pied right here. Again, you know, lots and lots of white. This one looks like it is maybe more 50% because I see some pretty big blotching of normal patterning, but it is a pastel. Last egg. I mean, look at how many pieds. Oh my god, I cannot wait till these hatch out. And here we go. All right, what do we have? We have a normal pied. Again, super high white, you know, majority white. I would say every animal in here is at least 60% white. Some look like they're 90% white. So that is it. That's the first all piebald clutch that I've ever cut in my entire life. I am on cloud 9. That was awesome.
Hey, what's going on, all you beautiful people out there? So I figured I'd give you guys a little bit of a moment of my busy schedule today and get a chance to show you guys some of my feeding of the monitors. So without further ado, I'm gonna go ahead and cut everything up, get everything measured out, ready to go, and let's hopefully keep all my fingers today. Let's do this.
Dungeon, which means egg time. I've got a guy named Quinn that's working with us, a great guy. I love him to death. He is doing such a good job of caring for all the animals down here. You guys will meet him soon, but nevertheless, he found this clutch of eggs, and let me just read. It says, eggs, be careful. They could be robot eggs placed by aliens to listen to us. Speak softly. They're listening. Okay, they are just normal eggs. Who really knows? I mean, you gotta think. It makes you think. You know, you never know. But regardless, let's go ahead and see what is actually going on. And this is, by the way, is a beautiful animal here. This is actually a pinstripe specter. So let's see how many eggs Mama has. She is such a gorgeous snake. And again, because she's a pin specter, it means that she's actually het for super stripe, right? Or basically not het, but it is an allelic animal that is carrying the trait for super stripe. So anything that has yellow belly in it can produce super stripes. So we could get pin super stripes, spinner super stripes, spider super stripes. We could also get super specters, which kind of look like super stripes too, but she is really coiled around these eggs really well. She's being a good mama, that is for sure. So we have to just slightly get her up this clutch. There you go. Thank you, Mama. Good job. I think we've got all the eggs right there, and that is a big clutch. Let me just make sure she's all done. Yep, she looks good. We'll get her cleaned up, all that type of stuff, that egg smell off her, and then ultimately get her back onto food very quickly. But look at this clutch of eggs right here. There is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 beautiful eggs. Whoo, dog, yeah, 12 egg clutch. Getting towards the end of the year to have a 12 egg clutch, that makes me pretty excited. Okay, this was a big clutch of eggs. This was actually 11 eggs. It was a pinstripe bred to a banana fire spider. And I tell you what, we got a ton of bananas. We only got 2 normal pinstripes out of this, and the rest were bananas. I mean, that's some crazy odds. And there's all kinds of stuff. Like, this is really cool here. This is actually a banana fire pinstripe, and there's a whole bunch of these guys in here, actually, banana fire pinstripes. As a matter of fact, the majority of the pinstripes look like they are banana and fire. Then you'll have like a normal banana here, but then the banana fire here, which just is a little bit more faded and stuff like that. So nevertheless, really cool animals, really good odds, a bunch of really cool banana stuff. I love it to death, and just a couple little pinstripes, no big deal there. So all in all, this was an amazing 11 egg clutch. This clutch of ball pythons that hatched out was actually just a normal that was bred to a banana Enchi pinstripe, and we produced some bangers in here for sure. Just a bunch of little pinstripes here. This is actually the Enchi pinstripe here, which is just amazing. You can see the difference between the Enchi pinstripe and the normal pinstripes here, just that reduction of pattern and stuff like that. Then we had just a little banana here. Unfortunately, it's not an Enchi, just a normal banana, but these two here are ridiculous. These are the banana Enchi pinstripes, and oh my gosh, look at the reduction of pattern on these guys, the blushing on it. I mean, just that kind of beautiful color. I mean, that Enchi mixes so well with banana, then you add pinstripe to it. Unbelievable. I couldn't be more happy with the way these two hatched out, but really, the entire clutch was absolutely beautiful, and it is so awesome to be hatching so many cool baby snakes. As always, lots of baby colubrids hatching for sure. This is another Okatee clutch that was actually a possible het, scaleless, Abbott's Okatee, bred to the Abbott's Okatee scaleless. Unfortunately, it turned out to not be het, but we did produce a ton of beautiful Abbott's Okatees that are 100% het for scaleless, so I am not complaining at all. I wish we would have had some scaleless stuff in there, but look at how beautiful these things are. When these get a little size to them, they are going to be absolute rippers when it comes to Okatee corn snakes, and I'm going to be in trouble here in a second, so I'm going to try to, uh-oh, yep, nope, I'm in trouble. All right, I'm going to, gosh, come on, come on, get your head in. That actually went a lot better than expected. I thought I was in big trouble, so no heads caught up. We're good to go. So again, we'll mark that female not a het, so she's definitely not a het. We may still breed her to Abbott's Okatee scaleless next year. We'll have to see what happens, but nevertheless, beautiful corn snakes for sure. Check this clutch out right here. Ooh, doggy, I tell you what, these are some Pueblans, but they are some beautiful Pueblans. I mean, really wide bands. I love these. These are what they would call sock heads when they have that big old white sock on their head. Ooh, this one's getting away. Uh-oh. A lot of them are going to get away in a second here. Oh my God. Okay. Hang on. Uh-oh. We opened a can of worms here. Oh, this one's biting me now. All over the place. Okay. Try to get him back in here. Oh my goodness gracious. That is truly opening up a can of worms. Holy cow. But those are beautiful Pueblo milk snakes. That's what I'm looking for. I'm going to probably hang on to some of these because they're polygenic, right? So you can breed for those wide sock-headed bands, get wider and wider and cleaner. So this is the start of a project that I used to work on years ago. Now we're starting over from scratch. So I'm going to keep some of the best ones of these guys, start raising them up, breeding them back to other beautiful ones. And here in another 5, 6, 7 years or something like that, I'll produce the ones I really want to produce. Nevertheless, super happy to get this project started. Awesome to hatch out those pies. I mean, after all, that was kind of the thing that drew my passion to ball pythons. That was an absolutely amazing thing. I cannot wait till they all hatch out and show you guys. If you enjoyed this video, here's an entire playlist of baby snakes you can roll through if you don't mind. Check that out. Also, could you do me a favor? Can you subscribe to my podcast channel right up here every Wednesday, Friday as well, but that's for adults only, not for kids. On this side, you can actually subscribe to this vlog channel, turn your post notifications on. Have an absolutely wonderful day. Remember, be kind to somebody, and I promise I'll see you tomorrow.